So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruchit. I hope you're doing good. I'm also doing great. The main motto of today's video is a special occasion for me. The occasion is I have completed 3 successful years in Germany. So that's the main reason I thought of making a video on my history of how I came to Germany and how I spent these 3 years studying and now working. So yeah, basically it dates back to the year of 2018 when I came to Germany on the same date, that is 27th September. So before 27th September, okay, let me take you back to the process of how I decided to study for or to opt for Germany. So it goes back to the year of 2016 when I was in my bachelor's. So I, along with my some friends in my group, decided that okay, let's do something great. So I decided with some of my friends that okay, let's go to a foreign country for studying for our higher degrees. And what we used to do is we used to search for universities around the world for higher education during our lectures or during our practical sessions in our computer labs. We used to search intensively on our computers that okay, this country is good for us, this country is not good for us. We started from Europe, then to North America, and some of my friends had already decided to go to North America, and I also had decided to go to North America, but the thing was I was not knowing that there might be some advantages in Europe as compared to that in North America. So after that, what happened is I started searching for the universities not only in the part of America but also all around the world. And then I had seminar in my university regarding studies in Europe and advantages of studying in Europe, that is the cost or the living expense that are considered as positive points. So I took this information with me and shared with my friends. On the other hand, my friends were not satisfied that in Europe the culture is pretty different, the language is pretty different, the food is pretty different, so it might be tough for them to settle down. And they were right at their own points. And after that, I had an impression that okay, Europe is pretty good for studies. Before that, I had no knowledge that okay, there are so many advantages here as well of studying or studying not only for our higher education but also for our bachelor's or for primary education, that is the graduate degree. Then I started for searching of the universities in Germany, and that too I searched around 15 to 20 universities suiting my background, and there's a special website where we can apply for admissions in Germany. So I applied to around 20 to 30 universities for a specific intake. That is, I graduated from bachelor's in March 2018, and I wanted to go ASAP, that is in the nearest intake, that was the winter intake of 2018. By that time, I was complete with all of my entrance exams that are required as an international student. For example, you need GRE, then you need IELTS and TOEFL. These are the international exams which are required to qualify for studying in a foreign country as an international student. which I did it, right? I did GRE, I did IELTS, I did TOEFL as a part of getting qualified for studying at a higher university, like in abroad. And cut to that, I was also qualified for some universities outside Europe. But by that time, I had planned that okay, I want to go to Germany, so I cannot change my decision like from Germany to some other country. So as soon as I got my degree in 2018, that is July 2018, I had to go by 1st of October because my program was starting, or my master's program was starting by 1st of October. So that was the time, the July period was the time when I started for house hunt, or I started looking for houses to stay in Germany. And then my university was very helpful at the time. They had some arrangements for international students so that they can live on campus with a specific amount of rent which you need to pay every month if you want to stay there. Apart from that, I searched on different websites which are very encouraged. When you come to Germany, you need to always search on these websites so that you can get accommodation, because to get an accommodation here in Germany or any foreign country is pretty tough as compared to compared to our countries. So the main thing was accommodation, and luckily I had some contacts by which I was able to find a home for me or an apartment for me. At the beginning I stayed at one of my friend's place. He was very kind that he allowed me to stay in his room for the time. Like, the thing was, I took off from India on 27th September and I reached Germany by 28th, and I had to move into the new apartment by 1st of October. So I had the 3 days gap from 20th September to 1st October. So for that, I asked my friend who is my senior, to help me and to let me stay in his room for 2 days. And obviously he was very kind to help me, and not only with the sleep, or not only with the room, but also with the food we ate. He cooked for me at that time, and also he came with me to drop me in my city where my university was. So that was a very good part on him. After that, then comes 1st of October, where there was the first day of the welcoming week for the international students. And at that time I was not knowing that there might be a lot of people, around 70 students in a master program, because it was quite new, right? Because in masters generally there are maximum 30 to 40 students in a batch, but here I saw that there were 70 people, and I was pretty amazed to see the strength of this strength of students in a specific master program. Gradually I started getting flexible with other people around, and the life started to roll again the same way. I started with my master program and started working hard on my subjects which I had to clear. And in between that, I considered myself lucky that I got the place in learning in this in this German school, which helps the people or international students to learn language, that is German, which I consider it as a very good step which I took. And it is very important for the people who come to Germany to learn German, right? Because even if you know English and the people know English. That does not work every time. Like in day-to-day life, you need to learn the language. You need to learn the language so that you can easily, interact with the people around. And so yeah, that was the reason I joined a German school, where the people where they taught international students the language. So that was, I suppose, the best part, the best step which I took. And the next thing which amazed me the most is the weather, the German weather. The German weather is pretty unpredictable. So there is rain for 12 months, like throughout the whole year there is rain. Not like in India, that is a heavy rainfall, but like slight beautiful rain. That is one thing. And second thing, 8 months of winter. So the weather is always or almost cold. That is, for 8 months you have a cold weather, and then like from March, or I should say April end to July or August, you have good sunny weather where you can get yourself a good tan. So this is one part of weather. And what I have also learned is cooking. Cooking is one of my new hobbies that I have developed in myself. I remember the time when I used to learn how to make basic chapati or basic food items before coming to this country, because I suppose cooking is also a very important step which you need to learn before coming or before going out from your home country. So I think you can see behind me the weather is pretty cloudy. I suppose it's gonna rain. I think it's raining already. So this is what I was telling, that the weather of Germany is pretty unpredictable. You cannot predict when it will rain or when it will be sunny. So like one moment it will be sunny and the next moment it can rain. So that was new for me when I first came here. After that, started getting acquainted to the traditions. And the first year I went to the Oktoberfest, that is Germany's famous festival, where that's called the world's biggest beer festival, that is Oktoberfest. And it was pretty exciting and pretty good experience. One more thing which I like about Germany is the Christmas markets. So Christmas is one of the biggest festivals in entire Europe. So for each and every country, you have different varieties in Christmas market. So in Germany, you have good and decorative Christmas markets in which the city is decorated for entire 2 to 3 days during the Christmas time and New Year. And also you need to stay indoors, or you need to stay with your family, is the tradition among the people here. So in my part, this is very fascinating that they celebrate this festival with a big joy. So then finally, this was the day, like 27th September 2021 is today's date. And 3 years it has been since my arrival in Germany. So yeah, this was all about my journey. It has been pretty good journey, pretty superb journey, I should say, from India to Germany, and getting all types of experiences, getting some knowledge about the traditions, cultures, and meeting different people. That was the thing which I liked the most. So yeah, if you like the video, please give a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for more updates. Till then, see you, Ruchit.